All right, so in this video, I'm going to review a match that I had in Hanoi in the Asian Open against Kyle Amoroto, who's an amazing, sensational player coming out of the Philippines. Definitely going to be winning some massive titles in the future. I think he's only 20 years old. Obviously, I got beat, but there were some good positives to take out of this match for me. And in this video, I just want to watch through that match, review my performance, and with the view to trying to figure out how I can improve myself going forward. It also might make for some interesting viewing for anybody else. So, without further ado, let's get started. I'll just start the match now. Yeah, so this is unfortunately the start of the match got missed, but I've just nailed a two ball. So Carl broke, left me a shot on a two. Actually, he must have pot the one or something like that, and then played a safety, but left me a shot. I nailed the two, got shape on the three, and now I've got in my first game. I'm very nervous at this point, understandably. So I've just played shape on the four ball here, and it was a good shot. So I've just had two good shots, one on the two and one on the three, and now I'm looking at this rack and I'm thinking, okay, I've got a chance of getting out here. Played a nice little stun shot on the four to get shape on the six. And really, I'm looking at this table now and I'm thinking, right, this is it. I could get 1-0 and it'd be a great start against such a great player. That's Elliot Sanderson, you can see in the back there, just nailing that eight ball. What you can't see, or what you might not be familiar with, is that these pockets are tight as heck, man. They're 4-inch pockets. I never played on 4-inch pockets before I came here. So I had one day previously to try and get used to it. That shot on the six was an absolute disaster. I was trying to use a bit of check side and come up the side of the seven. But because the cloth was so slidey, it didn't really grab. And that's one of my learnings from this event, is that these Matchroom tables, they use brand new Simonis cloth and it just slides like crazy. So I've missed shape here and I'm trying to neck this seven ball in the top left to get shape on the eight. When I hit it, I thought I made that ball, but you can just see those 4-inch pockets. They just kind of hold on. I thought it was going to slide in, but unfortunately, I missed that seven ball and gave him a chance. Obviously, with Carl, you don't expect to get back to the table here, so that's exactly what happened. Playing on these slidey cloths was such a learning experience for me. I really got to figure out how to replicate these conditions on my home table, because there's some shots that just don't work and they behave so differently to what I'm used to and what I expect. And then, of course, you're second guessing your shots and you lose shape. So Carl's got a pretty tricky eight ball here. Past the middle pocket down into the corner. But he's absolutely swooshed that. Look at that. Beautiful shot from Carl. So I fast forward that. He made the nine ball. So I'm 1-0 down already. I had a chance in that rack. That really was a good chance. You don't get many chances like that against these good players. I'll fast forward it while the rest racking it. So I'm 1-0 down against Kyle here. Kyle Amoroto to break. He's aiming for that. So they're using the break box here in Matchroom, so you can't break from the side. So what you try and do is cut the one ball, try and make it in the side pocket, and the white ball comes across and hits the nine. That's the break that all the pro players were going for, basically. If you get lucky, the white ball slams a nine and goes into the corner, and it's golden break, so you win the game. So Carl here has left me a little bit of a tricky shot here. I don't think I can make the one ball. I think the four ball is in the way, so I'm looking for a bit of a safety here. Those of you who don't know my game, my safety play is not my strength, has to be said. So honestly, I wasn't really sure what to do here. I was thinking I would just leave the white somewhere at the top end and swing the one ball around the table. Fortunately, I went straight into the eight, which isn't great. So I've left him a bit of a shot here. Again, I was aiming to miss that 8 ball, but the slidey cloth just makes it so difficult to judge how balls are coming off the rails because they just slide so much. So yeah, I was still really getting used to the conditions here. Apparently, what you can do is you can wax your balls. Sounds a bit dodgy, that. I mean, if you've got a table at home, you can wax the pool balls, and they behave like it's on a slidey cloth, and so you can practice for these conditions on your home table. I haven't tried that yet, but I will be trying that. So anyway, Carl's played a great shot there, got shape on the 3. It's just standing out for the 4. Great shot on the 4. It was great position on the 4 here. And again, someone like Kyle usually is out here 99 times out of 100. So I'm looking at a 2-0 deficit already after like 5 minutes. It's nice shape on a 5 ball there. In this match, Carl was pretty good at the start, but he started to get a little bit loose. He gave me a few opportunities towards the middle part of the match. I don't want to spoil the score, but it got a bit interesting halfway through. So that was a nice shot for the 6 as well. He's slightly overrun that, but I think he can come across either above the 8 or maybe roll into the 8 to get a nice shape on the 7. Let's see what he does here. It's a bit tricky because if you catch the top side of the 8, you could potentially snooker yourself. Yeah, he's gone straight into the 8 ball there. Great shot. See, that wasn't easy because you hit either side of the 8, you might not land so well. He's obviously going to finish this rack off. So yeah, I had a couple of chances in these opening games, and the thing is, in these events, is you gotta take your chances. You don't get many, so when you do take a chance, you gotta take it. When you do get a chance, you gotta take it. So yeah, Carl finishes that off. It's a winner break format in these Matchroom events. I'll just fast forward. So that's another reason why you want to get a game on the board. So as you can see, he's breaking here from inside the break box. He's going to try and cut that 1 ball into the right middle and watch the cue ball fire straight across into the rail and back towards the middle of the rack. See how his cue ball smacked the 9 ball there. So that's a great break. 1 ball went straight in the side. He's also nailed the 2 as well. So he's got a shot on the 3. So yeah, at this point, I'm looking at this rack and I'm thinking, damn it. Okay, I'm 3-0 down. Scoreboard only shows 1. It's actually 2. Kyle's wrestling with that scoreboard right now. There's a little tablet next to the table. He's trying to get it to work. That's why there's a delay. I'm coming over to offer my IT expertise there. I'm more than happy for it to say 1. Okay, so he's got a shot on the 3. Nice little screw back for the 4 ball there. Now he starts playing behind the back. It goes to show how confident he is. Filipino style. It's in great shape here. Yeah, so as you might imagine, that's a break and run there from Kyle. He's going to get out here for sure. Even I could probably run this rack. So it should just be said, I am actually just an amateur player. I'm not a professional player. I only found out that there were spaces for the Asian Open on the Saturday. One of my mates messaged me at like 2 a.m. Sunday morning. Was like, oh, I just signed up for this event. I'm flying over to Vietnam to play it. I was like, what? What are you talking about? And then I had a look at the link and I saw there was open spaces and I thought, well, to hell with it. I'm going to go as well. So I booked my flight over. So booked my flight for I think it was Tuesday. So that was Sunday morning. I flew over on Tuesday. I had no idea what to expect, to be honest. And before the match, I was running around trying to buy black trousers and shoes and stuff like that because you have to have black trousers and shoes to play. Didn't even own a pair of black shoes. So I was running around the malls trying to find a pair of bloody black shoes. That's my preparation for this. Anyway, that's 3-0 now to Kyle, even though the scoreboard still says 1. Ref's going over to try and fix it now. And again, Kyle's going for that break. Great break it was as well with the break and run in the last rack. Slam it into that one ball, try and cut it into the middle pocket. Yeah, he's nailed that as well. There's worrying signs for me because he's got that breakdown now. Luckily for me, that shot on the 2 is a little tricky. Not sure whether he's going to play a combo here. He's 3-0 up, so he's obviously feeling pretty good, pretty confident. You also probably knows I'm not a pro. So he might just take this on. I'm pretty sure he might even take this on playing Shane Van Bonen, but I don't know, he might be tempted to play safe. It's a tricky shot, this one. Great shot there. Swooshed it. And a shot on the 2 ball. Look at that. Beautiful shot. Now he's really flying. 3-0 up. Open table. He's going to probably... watch the curve of the cue ball here if he's going to play the shot. I think he's going to play. He's probably going to draw that into the side. And the cue ball's going to swerve. Curl into the long rail. Back up for the 4 ball. Oof, just missed the side pocket there. But yeah, nice shot. So yeah, this is ominous for me, isn't it? Should be out here. This damn purple ball, man. That's the 5 ball. I never played 9 ball where the 5 ball was a purple. In fact, I think one of the guys fouled. Was that another event? Might have been another event where one of the younger players fouled. I know that was against Shane Van Bonen. What's his name against? He played the wrong ball because they're different colors. Anyway, so that's another break and run here that he's obviously going to put together. So that's 2 break and runs in a row, and it is going to be 4-0. That's the thing in these events. You got to take your chances, otherwise you're just going to get smashed. Oh, scoreboard's finally updated. So yeah, 3-0 now. Straight in on the 9. I'll fast forward this. He just smashes it. Right. So at this point, I'm not loving life. 4-0 down. Nervous as hell. I've hardly had a shot for the last 10 minutes. Not feeling great. Need to get something on the board. So this rack is very important. Kyle again to break. Let's see what he comes up with. Yeah, he's got a ball down there and a shot on the 1. Another good break from Kyle. Cuts that 1 ball in like it's a hanger. Gets pretty good shape on the 2 ball there. I guess he's going to play the combo. He might even be eyeing up the bank. Actually, I think from memory, I think he plays the bank here. Yeah, he goes for the bank, but the 4-inch pockets gets him. But it looks like he's rolled up safe. But I'm just glad to be back at the table, to be honest. I've been just watching him play for the last 10 minutes, so feeling a little bit nervous now. Obviously don't want to get not smashed 9-0. Here I'm looking at a kick and stick off that bottom rail. So I want to kick off that bottom rail, go into that 2-ball and use the 9-ball to cover it. A little bit tricky because the 2-ball's quite far off the rail. Not particularly familiar with the table either. Still trying to learn the slidiness and the speed. They're ultra quick. So yeah, I'm not feeling great with the conditions, but gonna try and kick safe here. Yeah, so I kick and sticks, but look, I've smashed that way too hard there. Way too hard. It was a bad shot. The 2-ball come right round the table. I've got lucky, basically. That 2-ball come round, caught the 8 and landed safe. I need a bit of luck from time to time, especially against these monsters. So Kyle's looking here at a kick shot. It's tricky to leave it safe. So I think what he tries to do is roll up. Because the 2-ball isn't frozen, just going to roll up against that 2-ball and leave me nothing. But watch, you'll see what happens here. It slides again. You see, he's missed the kick because of the slide. So he's giving me ball in hand. I got a chance. It's really important I get out here. Look, you can see deep breathing because I'm nervous as heck. All I'm thinking here is don't screw this up now. On my practice table, I'm out here all the time. It's not even a hard layout. Everything's open. Obviously, in these conditions and under this pressure, feeling it, checking everything twice and whatnot. So here I'm just going to stun out for the 4-ball. Happy with that. Playing shape on that purple 5 now. I was thinking I'm just going to stun 2 rails around and then come around the side of the 5. Fast forward that. Problem is I'm using the rest. I'm terrible with the rest. And so I get into it way too much. Look at that. I've absolutely slapped the hell out of that. So that is definitely not where I wanted to end up. I've gone about 2 foot too far there. Got a decent line though. That's the only thing. I did get a decent line. So now, you know, I'm thinking, oh, I've messed this up already. I've got to jack up and swoosh this ball. It's pretty much dead straight as well. This is not my favorite shot. So I was just thinking, okay, jack up, smooth stroke. Just hit it sweet. Keep your head down and whatnot. Thankfully, hit it good. So now I'm back in line. Got a good shape on this 6-ball. Maybe a bit further away than I would like. The 8's a bit tricky because the 9's blocking it into the bottom left corner. So I'm thinking now, get a bit of an angle on the 7 and come across for the other corner for the 8. So here, just basically natural. Just try and hit this good. Yeah, happy with that shot. Got a nice angle on the 7-ball here. I'll play this shot probably top left. Top with a shade of left, not too much left. Just come over the top of the 9-ball. Very close to scratching there, but pretty much perfect, really. Nice angle on the 8 to come up for the 9 in the same pocket. So here I'm thinking, okay, don't mess this up now. Just make this ball. Just make this ball with natural, and you're getting on a 9. Nailed it. Got a shot on the 9-ball. This to go 4-1. Gotta make this. If I don't make this, the set's over, basically. Swooshed it. Happy with that. Took a huge sigh of relief there. I'm anxious to get on with it now because I just got one on the board. I'm feeling good. I'm adrenaline running through me. So here, basically, I don't know how to break. I've never broken from within the box, so I was just trying to pretty much copy Kyle. And somehow managed to make a good one. One ball went in. There's not really a shot on the two ball there, though. Four balls covering that bottom pocket. Can't really cut to the middle. So I'm trying to play it safe here. Again, as I mentioned before, safety is not my greatest part of my game. So what I'm trying to do here is cut the two ball down the table so it goes back up the middle of the table, and then use left spin to bring the cue ball behind this cluster of three balls. Didn't quite get enough spin on it, and I caught the two ball thick, so that sent it up towards the top left pocket. So that was a pretty bad safety, to be fair. Six balls blocking the two ball straight on, but he can one rail kick this, try and knock it in, and he'll get pretty decent shape on a three as well for maybe a 3-7 combo. It's not the easiest of shots, but he's probably favorite to make this. Very nearly makes that as well. You know, on a 4.5-inch pocket table, that's in all day long, I reckon. This is one of those shots where I was just like, I do not know how to play this. Because usually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go rail first and swing the cue ball around. And I think that probably is still the right shot, but I put too much top on it. So usually I put top right. I think I put too much top. And it's just... the cue ball just stayed at the top of the table. I looked like a muppet. That's terrible. The Vietnamese commentator, when he saw that shot, was like, no, not good shot. Yeah, terrible shot there. So now I'm going to have to play safe. I want to get shape on a three ball, but I couldn't. So I'm going to have to play safe. Try and knock it behind the 7 or the 9. Actually didn't do too bad there. Got a nice safety. Obviously against these guys, though, they can jump like nobody's business. So I've left him a fairly straightforward jump into that middle pocket. I wouldn't say he's favorite to make it, but the pockets are super tight, but he can definitely do that. Definitely jump into that. So he's gone for his jump cue here. Great technique. Almost comboed the four ball in, carrying the four ball in. This was nice because he left me a pretty tough shot on the three ball, but that purple five ball, I know that if I'm hitting that three ball at an angle, it's going to carom that five ball in. So I've got two chances here. I can nail the 3 or the 5. If both go in, I get a nice shot at the 4, which is hanging over the pocket. So I was just thinking, okay, just make the pot. Just make the pot. And if you miss, the 5 ball should drop anyway. Missed the pot. Got the 5 ball. It looks disastrous from this angle, but actually, that's a pretty good leave. I can cut that 3 ball in and use the 7 ball to hold me for the 4. I also know that as long as I make the 3 ball, probably going to have a shot on the 4. I hate these shots though, where off the rail, you're back cutting. I never seem to hit them thin enough. So going through my head, I was thinking, oh, just make sure you hit it thin and don't catch this thick. I was really nervous before it. That's why I stood up a bit there. But nailed the shot. Really happy about that. Got a nice collision off the 7 ball. So again, I'm now in position where, okay, I need to finish this. I should be out here. I should be out. On my practice table, again, you know, I'm out here all the time. I'm just really unsure about the pace. Just going to slowly tap this 4 ball. Try and get a nice shape on the 6. Not too bad. I can swing it around 2 rails. Get shape on the 7. This shot here, I got into it slightly too much. Like the cloth is so quick that even just the slightest bit of speed or even just a tip too low, whatever, it just stuns the cue ball rather than like a stun follow. So here, I think I really wanted a natural, but I've kind of stunned that. And I've got myself a bit steep on the 7. I'm walking around and I'm like, what have I done here? Luckily, because the cloth's so slidey, this shot isn't too difficult. I can cut this 7 ball in, and even if I hit that rail, that short rail, it should slide in as long as I hit it half decent. And of course, I got natural shape on the 8. So I just thought, okay, just make this maybe with a tip of right. Rolled that in nicely. Got a nice shape on the 8 ball. The 8 ball, I mean, it passes the 9, but it's a bit tight. I was just thinking, don't hit that 9 ball. You look like a clown. But I hit it pretty well. And then I just wanted to knock this 9 ball in, but I couldn't quite reach to grab the rest. Super annoying. Oh, I got my extension. There we go. Got my extension out. Just knocked that in. Happy days 4-2. Comeback is on. Now I was feeling a lot better because I just got 2 outs there. 2 outs I should be getting, but it's just nice to know that you're getting out. So my break again. 4-2 to Kyle. Try to repeat that last break and put that 1 ball in the side. Seemed to went well last time. And again, I've nailed it. And again, I've got a shot on the 2 ball. I'm looking at this layout. 6 is obviously covered by the 8 a little bit, but it's not too difficult to shoot the 6 down table. So I'm thinking, all right, let's just get a good shot on this 2 ball. Keep your head down, make a nice stroke. Stop on the 2 ball. You'd have a shot on the 3. And really, there's a chance of getting out here. So I'm like, I gotta make a good shot on this 2 ball. Keep your head down. Slightly jacked up. Not really. Nice smooth stroke there on the 2 ball. I was happy with that. Didn't even touch the sides. Straight in. So now it's all looking pretty good, really. Just chop this 3 ball in. Come up and down for the 4 with a bit of an angle. Really, a good player is definitely out here. Unfortunately, I managed to massacre this. I hate these little cut shots to the middle. I always miss them. Always miss them, and I missed them again. I can't be missing that shot in these events. That's criminal, that is. So yeah, I'm livid. I've just gone back to my chair. I'm absolutely livid. Luckily, it's gone past the middle pocket, though. It's not an easy shot for Kyle. He's going to have to cut this down the rail past the 4 ball. Difficult shot. But look how he hits this. Unbelievable, really. He hits this like it's a hanger. Of course, what's going in his favor is that, again, the rails are slidey. So down the rail, it's not the hardest shot on these tables, but he's got to come across the table and back across for the 4. He swooshed that, got super unlucky because he hit the 6 ball and didn't get good shape. So now he's basically got the same shape again. Given how well he shot the last one, you're thinking he's going to swoosh this one as well. In my chair now watching this, I'm absolutely fuming about that 3 ball. Disgusted with myself. So that one he caught too thick. Give me a chance. He's got a pretty good leave there, but I can chop that 4 ball in. So I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, okay, I have to cut this in, and somehow I want to miss that purple 5. I want to go up and down the table between the 5 and the 9 ball. So what I've done here is I've put a touch of right on this cue ball to try and bring it up and down the table. Bit of a touchy-feely shot, this one. Yeah, played that well. I was happy with that. So I've got dropped the 4 ball in. I'm on the 5. Got a bit of an angle, so I've got to go down the table and come back up for the 6. So here's one of the issues. Here's one of the things I did wrong here is cutting the 5 ball here is going to pick up right spin, cut induced spin. So I need a tiny bit of left. Otherwise that happens. That cut induced spin has basically brought the white ball back up towards the 6 too close. With a touch of left, it would have been closer to the 8, and I'd have a better shot on the 6. So now I'm in a tricky position. I've got to try and cut this 6 ball in with the rest. Believe me, this is not my favorite shot. Such a thin cut. I decided to play it with right and go around 3 rails. Also, the right spin helps kick the 6 ball left, making it a bit of an easier shot in this situation. So I've actually hit that pretty good. I potted the 6 ball, gone around the table. Narrowly avoided the scratch there. But here, this is another shot where usually on my home table, I would just play this with a ton of left, come 3 rails for the 9. But I just don't think that spin would have grabbed on this table with the way this cloth was playing. And potentially it could have scratched in the top left corner because it didn't grab properly. What you can't see here as well is the bridging was a little bit tricky over that pocket. So in the end, I've just decided to cut it in with a bit of right, hold the cue ball there, and just take my medicine, just take a long shot on the 9. This is a pretty tough shot on a 4-inch table. It doesn't look that hard from here, but man, when I was looking at it, I was thinking, man, this is a tough 9 ball. All I can do here is just aim it up and just make a nice good stroke, make sure you're hitting and cueing cleanly. Thankfully, I've absolutely swooshed that. So that I'm feeling much better now. I've gone from 4-0 down to 4-3. I'm feeling very good now. I just told him to put 3 on the board. Alright, so it's me to break again. It's 4-3. At the moment, I'm thinking, okay, at least it's not 9-0. Gone for that break again. Oh, just missed it. Just missed that 1 ball in the side. So, giving him a bit of a chance here. Kyle's got a chance. He can swoosh that 1 ball into the corner, come across for the 2. Plays that pretty nicely. Get a little bit too much angle on a 2 ball here, but with a bunch of left spin inside, he can bring that down for the 3 ball, which I think he does nicely here. He's played that well. So he's landed pretty straight on his 3 ball, so I think he's going to have to draw with left, bottom left, to spin it out to the center of the table. Very easy to overdo this. Cloth is lightning. He's played that really well there. Beautiful shot, that. It's got a nice little angle on the 4 ball as well. So right now I'm thinking, okay, he's out here. He's just got to play this maybe with a bit top right. He smashed that across with top right, and unfortunately for him, he just didn't quite get the angle. He didn't get any angle. So instead of stunning up for the 6 or drawing up, he's going to have to try and play this with top right and a bunch of follow off 2 rails and come up the top. Still should be a shot that he would pull off, to be honest. It's not like an immensely difficult shot or anything. So the problem there is he didn't get enough right. He got plenty of follow, but not enough right. You can tell he didn't get any right because of the dots on the cue ball there. With a bit of right, he would have a nice easy shot on this 6-ball. As it turns out, though, he's gonna have to play safe here. Pretty good safety there. One thing I did notice playing these guys is that their safety is so much better than mine. So here, I've got a 1-rail kick. And again, all I'm thinking is, if I 1-rail kick this, there's a big chance that I'm going to send the 6-ball towards that corner pocket and give him a shot, basically. So what I'm actually trying to do is kick this on the left side of the 6-ball, sorry, which sends the 6-ball up here and then the white ball in this direction. And what I'm trying to do is get one of these 7, 8, and 9 in between the white ball and the 6. I hit it good, but I caught it a bit thin. Thinner than I would have liked. So, but that's not a terrible result. Cue ball's on the top rail. I haven't left him anything too easy. He's going to have to play safe again. There he's tried to knock the 6-ball past the 7, but actually it's hit the 7. It's given me a shot. So here I was like, I'm not sure I should be shooting this because the position on the 7 isn't really easy. But I thought I might be able to hold it if I shoot it soft enough. Hold it for 7 in the corner. So I thought I'll have a crack at this. I'm feeling pretty good. I'll just bear down and try and hit it. It's not my favorite shot off the rail, I have to say. So yeah, I've hit that too hard and too thin. Almost sold out. Luckily, the 6-ball went past the middle pocket. I was grateful for that. But Kyle has a shot here. He can cut the 6-ball into the bottom left corner and go across twice for the 7. And he absolutely swooshes it. He knocks it in like it's a hang. Honestly, this is not the easiest of shot. He's a hell of a shot maker, this kid. Shoots at 100 miles an hour, comes across twice. Gets pretty much perfect on that 7-ball. So I'm thinking here, right? He's out. He's out here. 99 times out of 100. I don't know what he did here. I remember this. I don't know how he missed this 7-ball. I don't think he's missed a 7-ball like that for years. Anyway, he's missed it and he's given me a chance here. So it's a little bit of an awkward angle. If I stun it, I'm pretty much scratching. So what I've decided to do is to go top right, come off the rail below the pocket, and then use the right spin to come up beside the 8 for the middle. I'm just thinking, don't miss this shot, man. Don't miss this shot. I played that really well. Happy with that shot. Nicely on the 8. All of a sudden, I'm thinking, what the heck? I'm 4-all with Kyle Amoroto in a Matchroom event. I've got a chance here. He's obviously not on full cylinders at the moment. Left myself a bit of a 9, but nothing too bad. Swooshed it. And then I was looking at that white ball thinking it was going to scratch in the corner. Played it off coolly, but I was actually worried about that. So 4-all. I wish I could just stop the video here and then not watch the rest, to be honest, because after this point it goes downhill pretty rapidly. Not that I did too much wrong, just Carl just really started playing. So yeah, 4-all, I'm thinking, all right, got a bit of a chance here. Almost got that one ball in the side again. Fortunately, dry break though. So Carl has a nice shot here and a one ball. Not the easiest of shots, but someone like him, you'd expect him to make this. Missed it. This is awkward for me, this one. Honestly, I didn't really know what to do. I think what I tried to do is kind of stun the cue ball towards the 3 and send the white at the send the one ball at the other end. But to be honest, I just had no idea how to play this shot. You see, I'm looking at it. I'm like, what am I supposed to do here? So yeah, I've tried to hit that as soft as I can. Turned out to be a pretty decent shot, to be honest. Not sure if that's the right way you're supposed to play that shot, but ended up pretty good. Left him a tricky little shot here. He's gone for the jump cue. That 6 ball is not far in front of that cue ball, so it's a tough jump. See how high he hit that cue ball there. Look at that. How has he done that? It's got so much elevation. That's crazy. Anyways, kick safe there. Don't think I can see that one ball or the edge of it or anything. Not entirely sure what I did here. Right. So I think I'm kicking at it. Yeah, I'm looking at the long rail to see if I can kick at it. Thinking if I kick this, there's a chance something good will happen if I somehow get some separation between the 1 and the cue ball with the 2-9 and the 3 or whatnot. I'm aiming super short on this because of the slide. I've ended up kicking straight into the middle of the ball, which wasn't what I intended. Again, luckily though, I haven't given him really much of a shot. So he's looking at a safety here. I think what he does here is he's trying to cut that one ball at the other end of the table. And then use some left spin to kill the cue ball. Let's see what he does here. It is a bit tricky, this, to be fair. Yeah, I think he tries to cut the one ball up the table. And then use left spin to go for the white to go into the 3 and hold it there. But he's missed the 3, and that's why I got a shot. So here, I had a bit of a chance to lock him up behind that 8 ball. Problem was, that 7 ball might get in the way. This is another area where I don't know how to play this shot, basically. Even looking at it now, I'm like, what's the best way to play this? Maybe just stin the one on the left edge. Right, yeah, I got away with one there as well. Tried to kick the one around the table. Got away with a decent safety. Bit lucky, to be fair. Not sure that's the right way, but so Carl's put me in another good safety there. The natural angle for the one rail kick is basically right at that four ball. So I remember on this shot, I had to aim lower than the four and then use bottom, maybe even bottom left, to straighten out the cue ball and shorten it up. On this slidey cloth, I wasn't sure if I could shorten it up enough, but you'll see that it worked out not too bad. It's a bit awkward because that pocket as well. Would have been good if I could hit right at that pocket with some right spin, but so I'm going underneath it. Caught the edge of it. Not a terrible kick, but hasn't worked out too good, unfortunately. So now Carl has. It's not the easiest of racks, to be honest. But he has a chance. He has a chance. I honestly can't remember what happens. Just played the one to shoot the two in the corner, come down for the three ball. Yeah, he's on that three ball nicely. Bit of an angle there. Come out nicely there. Got an angle on the four. I'm not sure what he did there, to be honest. It felt like he might have hit the rail first, to be honest with you. Because the cue ball came down table after. Maybe just not enough right, not enough left spin, or a little bit too high on the cue ball. I'm not really sure. Anyway, he's going to have to play safe on this five. Just cuts it. This wasn't even really a hard kick shot. Probably should have come off the bottom rail, to be fair. Now I'm looking at it. If I come off the bottom rail, some good things could happen. I've ended up trying to go off top rail thinking that there's more chance I can get safe with a hit. What I've done, I think I aimed correctly. I always play with a touch of running side on these kick shots. I don't know why, I just find them a bit easier. But I've absolutely accidentally hit with way too much side on this. I only really wanted a tip of left. I've ended up putting so much left on it. I've almost scratched in the side pocket. Pretty bad shot, really. Should be kicking this all day long. Look how much left spin I put on this. That's horrible, that. Came above the pocket and then scratched in the other side. Yeah, that's the worst shot in the match for me. So yeah, pressure's off on Kyle now. I think he's should be running this. Two rails for the seven ball. Nice shape here. Nice shape on the eight. And perfect on the 9. So that's it. He goes 5-4 up. I'm kicking myself. I had a bit of a chance. Anyway, Kyle's got the break again, and usually this means trouble. One ball swooshed straight in the side pocket. Shot on the 2 ball. This ain't looking good. This could be the 3rd break and run from Kyle. Stop shot there from Kyle on the 4 ball. Nice, easy, natural position on the 5. Played it with a bit of left, widening the angle a bit. Played it nicely. Nice shot for the 7. 8 doesn't pass the 9, so I think he plays for the carom here. 8-9 carom. Perfect. Another break and run from Kyle Amoroto, so that's the 3rd of the set. These guys are so good, man. All right. Just skip through this racking. So all of a sudden now he's 6-4 up and he's loving life. And he's got the break. It's not looking good for me again. Monster break, look at that. 2 balls down, shot on the 2 ball. I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble. The only thing that might save me is 5, maybe a little bit tricky. Doesn't go in any of the 2 bottom pockets. So he's got to get a good shape on that. He's got the wrong angle here on the 4 ball. So he's going to have a change of plan here. Can't tell if he's dead straight or... I don't actually remember what he does here. Let's see what he does. Looks like he's eyeing up a 4-7 combo here. Sorry, a 5-7 combo. These damn purple 5s, man. 5-7 combo. Which he should swoosh. Obviously, the trick is getting a shot on the 5 ball afterwards. Which he's got very unlucky there, to be honest. He's looking around. He's landed there. That's a nasty roll, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually stuck to the cue ball. It's a nasty roll. So he's got nothing but to play safe here. Played a half decent safety. He left me a jump to the side pocket here, and I was thinking, if I just make this, there's a chance I can get out here. I can make this jump. If I if I don't make it, there's a reasonable chance I can also get safe behind the 9 as well. So I went for it basically. I'm just trying to get my cue out. I don't think I even had it put together. There we are. Let's come back with a weapon, the jump weapon. Usually I'm not too bad with this cue, but a bit jumpy there. Yeah, I didn't miss it by a mile, but I've left a shot here. Kyle should be out here now. He's missed that 5 ball by miles. That is absolutely shocking. That's the kind of shot I would do. So here's a little bit. That 9 ball's a bit big. So what I've tried to do is just roll through. This is a horrible moment. I don't even want to show this on the video. I've nailed the 7 ball, right? As you'd expect. What I've done here is I've landed pretty much dead straight on the 8 ball, which was annoying. I wanted a bit of an angle. All right, no butter. I'm thinking, all right, no worries. I'll just screw it out. Play the 9 ball in the same pocket. Pretty easy on this cloth. Watch this. Apps. Elliot Sanderson looking on in the background. Oh man. Oh, that's not what I was that's not what I was aiming for, to be fair. Anyway, because I'm so distressed about that, I've made him play the 9 ball. I didn't even realize. He's made it. What a surprise. Oh my god. Yeah. Chipping the white ball off the table. That white ball went so far off the table, it ended up hitting Kyle Amoroto on the feet. On his feet. Can you imagine anything worse? Anyway, trying to trying to get myself up after that. That would have been 6-5. So Carl's had another good break there, and yeah, this looks like a very good layout. Shot on the 2 ball, nice position on the 3. 5 ball passes the 8 ball. If he gets down for the 6, I think the 7 goes both pockets. You would think he'd be out here. He's not happy with the angle again. Not sure. Maybe straight. I can't really see. Just put a ton of right on that. Nice shot on the 6 to get on the 7. Stun 2 rails to get on the 9, and he's going onto the hill. What an idiot for jumping off the table, man. Could have been a bit different. Swoosh to 9 ball, he's on the hill. Now the pressure's on me. 8-4 down. Kyle Amoroto to break. It's not looking good, not gonna lie. Oh, didn't quite make the 1 ball. It's dry break. Got a bit of a chance here. Fortunately, that 3 ball was a bit tight. I was looking at the 3-9. I was thinking maybe I can shoot the 3-9, but that's not an easy shot, especially it wasn't set at all, especially not in these 4-inch pockets. So I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll get a bit of an angle on that 2 ball and then try and bring the cue ball down, maybe play the 3 in the side if I can. Obviously not feeling the most confident I've ever felt right now, given that I just scooped the cue ball off the table. Alright, see what I do here. See what mastery I can come up with here. So I obviously decided to just do a little bit of a stun stop shot type thing here. Drew it back a few inches. I think I got the wrong angle. I think I got dead straight on this thing. So now I'm looking at a deep screw right after I just deep screwed the ball off the table. So I'm not feeling over the moon about this shot. So what I'm trying to do here is draw it around 2 rails and get shape for the 3 in the corner. Unfortunately, because the table was so fast, I was worried about the pace. I didn't properly hit it. So I've ended up completely under hitting that. So here I'm just kicking at it, try and kick safe. Pretty much left him a nice easy safety here. This was a bit tricky. A bit tricky. I couldn't even jump kick at this because that 6 ball was in the way. I can't remember what I did here, to be honest. Looks like I'm trying to kick between the 5 and the 8. It's a tricky shot, this one. Yeah. Missed that by miles. Almost potted the 5. Messed him up a bit. But yeah, he's just going to get the 3 ball out and leave me absolutely hooked. Yeah, so he knocks the 3 and moves the 8, opens the table up. I've got to do some kind of FM rails 1, 2, 3, 4 rail kick here. 6 ball, I can't attack at the 3 ball off 1 rail because the 6 ball's in the way. I'm absolutely jammed up behind that 5 ball. So what I tried to do was shoot into the rail, go 3 or 4 rails. Wasn't a bad effort actually, if I remember. Here I'm lining it up, so trying to account for the slide and whatnot. It's tricky, man. Also, to get it safe, you need to really just gotta hit this hard and hope something good happens. So, gone for it. 2 rails kick behind the 6. See how it goes. Almost. Almost got a nice hit out of that. But yeah, this is Kyle bringing it home now. Let's play ball in hand, deep screw off the rail. That's how confident he's feeling right now. Behind the back. These Filipinos, man, they love it behind the back. Nice little stun, 2 rails. Good position for the 8, nice angle. Straight top. Oh, he's played it back a little bit left. And that is it. That's how I got murdered by Kyle Amoroto. All in all, great event. Enjoyed it. Learning points for me. When I look back on the video, let's see. When I look back on the video, overall, I got a lot of positives to take from that event. I mean, look, I didn't crumble under the pressure. I was 4-0 down and got it back to 4-all. He did 4 break and runs against me in that match, and I still managed to get 4 games out of it. I played to my ability. I could have played a bit better, but I played to my ability, I would say. Weaknesses for me, obviously, my safety game was just garbage. Got to work on that. My pace control, especially. I had a few little wayward positional shots with the white ball. Fundamentally, looking at my technique and stuff like that, I would say I move too much on the shot. Lots of body movement and stuff like that. So I've been working on that recently. And my break as well. I need to work on the break. Learn how to make the one ball in the side and get position and whatnot. So those are my main takeaways from this match. Like I say, it wasn't a disaster. Great experience. And I've actually got another video coming shortly, which is a video of me in the same event playing against Coping Han on the TV table. That's another story by itself, so I'll upload that shortly.